Let's talk player power rankings and number 8. Who is in the top 10, as I see it, based on current form, historic form, and a little bit of gut feeling as well, and opinion as well, which is what it's all about, which is why the comments are quite fun. So thank you very much for all the brilliant comments and input you've had on the video so far. Please keep it coming on this one. Hit subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get into it. I think the first one you might find a bit of a maverick call. I've just been really, really impressed with Jack Dempsey for Scotland. I mean, Matt Fagerson has had that jersey, the number 8 jersey for Scotland, for a while now. Jack Dempsey is 29 years of age, but he's made it his own. Australian born, playing at Glasgow now. And he's been great. Rangy runner, just kind of a classic number 8 feel to this guy, kind of old school number 8 with some great silky skills. And I like him a lot. So well done, Jack Dempsey, on a great year. You're into the top 10. Kazuki Jimeno. This is his 3rd World Cup now, and he's still only 29, so he'll probably be at the next World Cup as well. Absolute talisman for his team, Japan, and a captain to boot, and has been such a brilliant servant for that team. A great rugby player. And let's see what he's got in the tank at this World Cup. It's a shame that his Japanese team, it looks like 2019 might have been their high point for now, and they're on the way back down to rebuild. But one of the emerging nations we really, really want to see some good things from, and Kazuki Jimeno has got a massive role to play. Lorenzo Canoni, just 22 years of age, this young Italian number 8, part of a young crop of players that are really sowing seeds for the future for this Italian team. They'll feel a bit hard done by the pool draw, being in with France and New Zealand. But Lorenzo Canoni, a young guy, he'll have no fear whatsoever. He'll think he can cause a bit of an upset and get the better of his opposite number in those games. He's got a bit of a challenge to do so with Hardy Surveyor and Gregory Aldrich, 2 of the best in the world. But this young lad is looking to mix it with them in the future. He's a real talent. Lorenzo Canoni at number 8. Jasper Visa at number 7. A bit of a drop from where he was the last time I did this. And I think this speaks to the fact that Jacques Nienaber and Rassie Erasmus haven't quite known, until it seems fairly recently, who their best number 8 is for South Africa. And it looks like Jasper Visa may have lost the starting job to Dwayne Vermeulen. And I mean, I see this guy play a lot in the Premiership here in England, and he is an absolute machine of a ball carrier. Just so hard. Such a hard man. And yeah, a really good asset for South Africa, and I'm sure he'll get back to the form that we've seen in the past, but he is now just behind, even at the age of 37, Dwayne Vermeulen, who he just never stops. Brilliant at the breakdown still, rampaging ball carrier at 37. He might not last 80 minutes in games, but you don't need to when you're a South African forward, do you? 7-1 splits all round. Why not? So Dwayne Vermeulen at number 6. Jack Conan at 5. A guy who, like Jasper Visa, very, very good player, probably not getting the starting job when everybody is fit. Although I wonder during this World Cup, are we going to see maybe a little transition from Peter Omani to Jack Conan or Ryan Baird? That's what I'm really interested to see. Jack Conan has done nothing wrong in the years ahead. He's never let Ireland down. He's been an absolute warrior for them. And what a backup to have to Caitlyn Doris. Now we're into the top 4, and Bobby V, Rob Valetini. Love the way this guy plays, and it's interesting. I think the top 4, when you look at the top 4, I'll get the whole top 10 list up in a minute. When you look at the top 4, I think it shows that the modern day number 8, the role of that modern day number 8 has changed just a little bit. You can be a little bit smaller. You can be a live wire, bundle of energy. Work rate is massive. You've got to be a good ball carrier, but being explosive seems to be very important, and Rob Valetini definitely does that. He is still only 25 years of age. He's going to be a key member of Australia trying to build, and you get the feeling this World Cup, they might try and roll the dice and see how far they can get, but there's very much this young squad. Looks like it's got 2027 in mind, and Rob Valetini could be in peak form by the time that comes around. He's going to have a good World Cup right now, I reckon. Into the top 3 then with Gregory Aldrich. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I could have just picked any order for these top three at any time, and I'd be perfectly happy with it. So this is where the gut feeling came in. And I love the way Gregory Aldrich plays. Plays for La Rochelle, two-time European champion, 26 years of age, one of the most intelligent rugby players in world rugby. He's just got it. He's got that, just that thing, that rugby brain, that top 2 inches. Love the way he plays. Such an intelligent and real talented athlete as well. Gregory Aldrich, massive player for France. The drop off to whoever plays number 8 instead of him, if something were to happen to him, is big. So they need Gregory Aldrich fit and well through this tournament. Number 2, Ardy Surveyor. There's an argument to say Ardy Surveyor is the best open side flanker in world rugby, but New Zealand use him at number 8, and he is an absolute box of tricks. And as I say, I could have had any order for the top 3. I'd have been quite happy with Ardy Surveyor at 1. I'd have been quite happy with Gregory Aldrich at 1. Ardy is... I love him. Who doesn't love Ardy Surveyor? 29 years of age. What a leader. That's the one thing. I wonder if he's the real leader of this New Zealand team. I talked about it on the open side flanker. I think Sam Cane's a good rugby player. I have minor reservations about him as a captain. But am I just doing that thing of comparing him to Richie McCaw? I don't know. When Ardy Surveyor has been captain for New Zealand, something felt a bit better about that. So we'll see. And at number 1 for me, Caitlyn Doris, who at 25 years of age has the rugby world at his feet. He is such a good player. And one of the things, talking about Ardy Surveyor being able to play open side flanker really well, Caitlyn Doris had never played open side flanker until, a few weeks ago, when Josh van der Fleer wasn't available. Caitlyn Doris stepped in, was man of the match, and just looked like he'd always played open side flanker, was Jacqueline at the breakdown like the very best of them. He is such an all-rounder. His skills and running lines and rugby intelligence is incredible. His engine is massive. And he just seems to appear right place, right time and make things happen. And yeah, I think he's one of the players that could emerge from this World Cup as a genuine rugby superstar. Caitlyn Doris is my number 1. I'd love to know what you think of that list. Like I say, top 3, honestly, change them around. I don't really mind. The rest of it, what do you think? I'm quite happy with that list. Is there any glaringly obvious ones I've missed off? I know you'll let me know if I have. Hit subscribe, like, leave your comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Scrum half's next. I wonder who'll be number 1 on that one.